every time we see Ebuka, it is something different. Every time we get to see him, it is definitely just like a twist. So when I saw Ebuka today, I was kind of scared. I knew there was something that wasn't normal here. So I was like, okay, let's wait for it. So Ebuka, Ebuka this time, I must say. Anyway, guys, before we get to this live nomination, welcome to my show. I am Nina and I am the queen of the tea. Let's get to it, guys. So just as it started, our very own Ebuka came and he's like, I'm like, every time when I say Ebuka, I knew something wasn't right or like there would be a twist somewhere, somehow. So when Ebuka came, definitely he briefed us about this, these twists in this season, because he literally told us about this money fluctuation, telling us, because we remember they told us they will have to earn part of the money by themselves, like weekly, definitely. And he also talked about this best influential person of the week. So I was like, okay, at least maybe it is fair, because at least they briefed us in the very first beginning of the season. I was like, okay, maybe there is nothing much. So we went in for the live nominations, guys. So the next thing, Big Brother came telling us, oh, he placed envelopes. Like there were literally 29 envelopes in the house, and everybody was supposed to pick, to go around looking for an envelope. And it's like, okay, you get your envelope, you sit down, you don't open your envelope, Big Brother will instruct you to open the envelope. I'm like, okay, what is this? At this point, I'm like, okay, I see why Ebuka is here. I see what twist is around. Definitely. As I said before, when we see Ebuka, we know there should be a twist coming. So these housemates only had 20 minutes to literally look for an envelope. Every person is supposed to get only one envelope and then sit down, wait for Big Brother's instructions to be able to read whatever is on the envelope. So I'm like, okay, let's just wait. So guys, all these housemates moved around, though some were not able to get any red envelope, but then others got. And it was time to read the envelope. So at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe there will be different words in the envelope. And I'm like, let me just wait to see. Literally, when everybody stood up to read the envelopes, every person had something like, oh, better luck next time. Better luck next time. I'm like, okay, what is even happening? What twist is here? So literally Big Brother said they all failed to get the right envelope. I'm like, okay, why did Big Brother hide this envelope? So, but then when these people were checking, I must say, I felt like there was an envelope around the HOH's place, like where he sits, because literally I did not see anybody check around the HOH's place. I'm not saying it was an envelope that had something sensible was there, but then I really feel like that place also had an envelope, because nobody checked, nobody bothered to check where the HOH sits. Anyway, guys, so when all this was done and everybody read their card that was in the envelope, and it had all tribe, your luck next time, I really felt like, okay, maybe there wasn't something different, because everybody's card had the same thing. Literally, at this point, I'm like, okay, what is the twist here? I'm busy asking myself literally in my mind, because nobody had a different envelope. So Big Brother asked the head of house, who's Victory, to stand up, and maybe at first he asked him to pick, like a paper that was, I don't remember how he called it, but then on the head of house's paper, it had, you save one person, guys. So asking to save one person, let's literally think about Gigi. That was Gigi in my head. I was like, okay, he's gonna save Gigi after all this chaos and everybody's talking about whatever he did, having to choose Joanna to be the guest in the head of house. Where he has his, like the head of house room, I expected him to choose Gigi, at least to save Gigi for whatever they had in the very first place. I really felt like that would be fair for Gigi. Dude chose Kaikumi. At this point, I'm like, okay, whatever juju Kaikumi is using on these people, Israel. Anyway, guys, at this point, I kind of felt disappointed for the second time, because I looked at Gigi. Gigi had, she was, at this point, her face was next to crying, literally, I must say. I wish you people could have seen Gigi's face. Even when she was disappointed by Victory choosing Joanne, at this point, she felt like maybe he would maybe choose her, though. To my disappointment and her disappointment, they never chose her. Anyway, guys, let's go to where the red envelope the red like envelope was. So Big Brother asked the head of house to go to a small table that was behind the couch these people were seated on.
The one in front of the empty chairs.
And he asked the head of house to check under that table. Guys, I saw someone checking that table, but then literally the envelope was attached to the table. I'm like, Big Brother, what tricks are you even playing at this point? Because I remember seeing someone carry that table away. But then for the fact that this person did not check what was under the table, for the fact that the envelope was, I don't know whether with glue or what, but then the envelope was attached to the table. Guys, that was the red envelope that had immunity. But then unfortunately, nobody picked that envelope. Nobody had the envelope. And, it was just their bad luck at this point. So let's talk about the snail of the house for last week. So Big Brother mentioned about Big Brother came out to say that the snail of the house could not be saved, neither could he have immunity. And I'm like, okay.
Draw will not affect the house snail.
What is even happening? Because I really feel so bad for Ortega for the fact that in the very first beginning, he was giving, like giving everything his own. And at the last minute, he's becoming the snail of the house. That was, I kind of always felt bad for him. I must not lie. Because I feel like at this point, I wouldn't say depressed. He's kind of, like not himself because of this snail part, I must admit. So leaving all that, Big Brother put all the other housemates up for possible eviction apart from Kyikumi, who was saved, and the head of house. All the rest are up for eviction at this point. I don't know why it feels to me that there will be more than 2 people who will be evicted next Sunday. Because I really feel like these housemates are too many and they need to deduct these housemates as fast as possible. Anyway, guys, let's talk about these twists in the season, guys. So talking about these twists, Big Brother came out to say in the very first beginning when they were coming for the season, yes, he did say there was a prize of 80 million, but then he did not say the prize was theirs. And he did not talk about how they were going to earn this 80 million. So Big Brother went ahead to explain to them that these people will have to at least earn some money every week. And it's like, how are they going to earn this money? These housemates are supposed to give us entertainment, like to make the house lively, literally, to, like to add some soap in the season. And he said for the first beginning for the previous week, he had given them 10 million naira, and that was the beginning part, and it should be like like uprise from Big Brother, so they should start from that and see what they could earn. At this point, I'm like, okay, Big Brother, I like this because I really feel like this thing is gonna make these people like, be on their toes. Like literally, they will not feel reluctant. Even those who felt like, oh, my beauty can do everything, baby girl. At this point, I really feel like they have to do more because literally, you being called a snail of the house, and literally you're just up for eviction that week. And you being there, and for the fact that they really have to, like to earn some money every week, I really feel like that was a nice twist, though it is kind of tiresome for some of the members. But then I must say, Big Brother, you got us there. It is something nice. I really feel like all these people who think beauty is gonna give them everything. At this point, this season, it is really a 10 out of 10. Big Brother, I must give you flowers. So guys, let's also talk about the most influential person of the week. That was also another twist of the season. So Big Brother went ahead to explain to these housemates that every week there will always be a person voted for the most influential person of the week. And he went ahead to say it will be voted in this way. The tasks will come literally just as usual. Apart from this Friday wager task, there will also be other tasks that will be given to the housemates. I think definitely these tasks for the sponsors. I literally hope so. Like the way you participate or the way you compete in these activities matter. Literally the tasks, it matters. And he went ahead to mention something like, people who participate in the house chores, people who also give entertainment to entertainment to us, and also there's people who are the most participants in the Friday Warrior task. At this point, I'm like, okay, I really feel like all these housemates will work for this, because it is not giving a space where you have to feel so reluctant, where you have to be like, okay, maybe this, maybe that. Big Brother this season, you added more soap. I must give you your flowers, because it is super, super nice, and I am super excited about this twist. I cannot wait to see what these housemates bring to the table. So, guys, talking about the table, when Big Brother mentioned something about the table, I'm like, when did even that issue of the table get to Big Brother's house? But then at this point, I love the twists. At this point, they're gonna give us the drama. They're gonna give us everything. Then, without forgetting, Big Brother mentioned to them that, please, all these should be according to quality, not quantity. And I'm like, okay, let's expect quality drama, maybe quality entertainment, not quantity. We don't want many fights, but then we want something of quality. I don't know whatever strategy these people are gonna use, but then we cannot wait for this entertainment. I am super, super excited. I cannot wait for the drama, for everything, guys. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. That is all for the updates about the live nominations. I love you guys. Let's meet in my next video. Bye.